That single gesture shattered his paralysis. Section 4. Climax. The encounter. He watched, completely frozen, as the figure continued its bizarre advance. It wasn't fast, but it was steady, closing the distance with that same sickening, disjointed movement. His hand, which had been on the door handle, shot to the lock, pressing it down with a loud clunk that seemed to echo in the car's silence. He tried the ignition again, whispering, come on, please start." He twisted the key, again and again. Nothing. The engine was dead. The figure was closer now, maybe 100 feet away. The fog was still too thick for fine details, but he could see its general shape. It was impossibly tall and thin, with limbs that seemed way too long for its body. It looked like it was wearing dark, ragged clothes that just hung off its frame, as if there was nothing underneath. What was most disturbing, the thing that made his heart sink, was the sound. Or rather, the lack of it. There was no crunch of gravel, no scuff of shoes on the pavement. It moved in total silence, a phantom gliding through the mist. Mark's breathing was ragged and loud in the small car. He felt a tear of pure terror run down his cheek. The figure stopped about 50 feet from the front of his car. It stood perfectly still, a dark statue in the swirling fog. For a moment that felt like an eternity. Nothing happened. Mark held his breath, his eyes locked on the shape, praying it was just a trick of the fog. Then, its head tilted. It didn't turn. It tilted, snapping to the side at an angle that shouldn't be possible. A faint, dry, crackling sound, like dead leaves, seemed to carry through the air. It was the first sound the thing had made, and it was a sound of pure wrongness. He could see its face now, or the lack of one. There were no features, no eyes, no nose, no mouth, just a smooth, pale, oval shape. Then one of its long, stick-thin arms rose slowly, deliberately, until it was pointing directly at Mark's windshield. Directly at him. That single gesture shattered his paralysis. A surge of pure adrenaline shot through him. His body screamed fight or flight, and he chose flight. With a sob of desperation, he shut his eyes, turned the key one last time and screamed. The engine roared to life. The headlights flashed on, blasting the horrifying figure in a sudden glare. It didn't flinch. It didn't move. It just stood there, pointing. Mark didn't stick around to see what it would do next. He slammed the car into drive, stomped the accelerator to the floor, and wrenched the wheel to the left. The tires screamed as the car swerved around the figure, missing it by inches.